Yes. So a trade recap for 25th of August 2026. There's a 21st. Okay, whatever. So another amazing trade today off market open. So let's jump in a way, right? So what's the first confluence? Daily time frame, bro. Daily time frame, weekly time frame. I wanted to be bullish today because Friday eventually, if the whole week is bearish, Friday eventually closes above. That's what happens. As you can see, the whole week was bearish and it closed above. Leaves out a wick at the bottom, and I'm so surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised. Pretty much, like, oh shit, the whole week is bearish, and then yeah, pretty much what I wanted to see, anyways, is what it is. So let's go to 4 hour time frame. Nothing much here. No reason for us to be bullish because there's no freaking movement here or any sort of bearish fair value gaps or whatever. Like all these are low resistance liquidity that need to be swept out. So a lot of confluence on bearish. So also another one here, we got a 1 hour fair value gap still being respected. I mean, not closed above or something. And when you go to 15-minute time frame, we still have a 15-minute bearish fair value gap, which is right here, and it was pretty much okay for me to like go bearish for that. We didn't close above that. We also, but this is before market open. If this trade would have eventually been circling around right here, I would have probably wait for the price. Wait a minute. Hold on one second. Jeez. Alright. The fuck did I even say that? Alright. So nice. So what do we have here? We got nothing here. Before market open, we got the inversion right here. And this is a 15-minute gap that we are inside. So everything is okay for now. And I was just pretty much waiting for the price to dump lower because that's what's going to happen. But I also wanted to wait for this 15-minute gap to get inverse because we have a liquidity inside of 15-minute gap, which is also on premium. But to be honest, the price could have done this, eventually hold this 15-minute gap and then continue going up and then probably sweeping out all these highs right here. That should have eventually happened. And probably this is the only sign of being bullish, like if the market open candle didn't actually give us a lot of confidence because this needs to get swept, this needs to get swept out, this needs to get swept out. At least if the price want to go up, it has to come back down to some sort of liquidity after market open, manipulate some traders manipulate. My bad. Gotta take a breath. All right. Manipulate and then move up and then taking out all these equal highs right here. So that should have eventually happened. That's only confluence for being bullish, and that's the only reason why we need to be bullish. If I was bullish, I would have probably wait. I mean, I would probably wait for this 15-minute get 15-minute fair value gap to get inversed, or like after seeing this, like definitely not going to be bullish, right? Because we already have these low resistance liquidity here. So I was pretty happy that the price respected my zone, and as you can see, pretty much reversed off there. So that's not the case. And again, when you go to 5 minute time frame, pretty bullish, pretty bearish. Sorry, pretty bearish, which is right here. Inversion. We're respecting fair value gaps, respecting bearish fair value gaps. Everything is right there, and this 5 minutes also got inversed. So yeah, when you go to 1 minute time frame, that's where the magic happens, right? I was waiting for if this would have happened after market open, I would have probably closed my fucking eyes and I would have entered on a buy entry. So this happened before market open, 2 minutes before market open. That's the ultimate manipulation. So exactly 9:30 opens, and I didn't want it to like enter right off the very second candle to get stopped out. And that could happen a lot of times. I thought this move is actually a manipulation. So I waited for one more candle to get closed, creating this fair value gap and the BPR. So eventually my stops were here. And then this is my stop loss. So this is not exactly what my stop loss is, but that's not the point here. So eventually my stop loss was here, and then once price closed, touches this zone, like probably, tests this zone. Okay, when price actually came down to this low right here. And also one more thing is that what made me actually now go break even immediately is I was staying on 5 minutes. That is a very good thing that I did. I mean, I've been doing this for the past couple of days. I've been on the 5 minute time frame and I actually entered after entering the trade, I went to 5 minutes time frame. And once the price come back to this point right here, break even smashed. Oh, this is where I actually, once this fair value gap is created, 5 minute gap being created, had my stop loss about that 5 minute gap. And once price closed below this, I mean, like eventually, after probably a bit of time, I went break even, didn't want it to lose. And once the one got hit, yeah, got break even. And I know for a fact that this is the low resistance liquidity. And I marked out the very last candle, and I was like literally trailing, had my take profit right here. So even if the price would have came back up or like would have got stopped out exactly where I want to. So I was very clear on that. So didn't wait for nothing. Take profit smashed. No, I just closed it, and I really was happy actually. So this was a move, and I'm so glad that I was not bullish. So glad that I didn't actually do any funny business right here. So I gotta show my performance. I'm flexing it to be honest. I'm very proud of myself for this week trading. I'm I gotta say this, bro. Like, this is honestly by far the best fucking week I ever had in my entire trading career. So let's come back from the previous week, Friday, right? At this point, I was, I had 80 fucking $9 as buffer. 89, not even $100. $89 as buffer. This trade actually helped me out to get off from 89. And this trade should have been closed at $160. Also a winning trade. Winning day, I just let it to be a losing day. And this was eventually by far the worst trade ever, like because I didn't wait for a lot of confluence and this should have been this is the best trade, to be honest. This is another best trade. This another good trade. I literally was inside a consolidation. Like that's the only move for the day. This Thursday was the worst price action. It's literally choppy. Nothing else in. Yeah, it was pretty bad. And this, as we were talking about today, this was an amazing trade again. So I'm really proud of myself for like trading with proper discipline, like trading with a system, trading with something that actually school. That's Wednesday. Tuesday. Yeah. But yeah, man, end of the day, it is what it is. Confluence, bro. Confluence is the key. You gotta trust, and believe in yourself that you can do anything. Literally, for a trader like me who has zero patience. I've been struggling to be patient for the past 3 fucking years, and you gotta someday you would literally give up. It would drain you out and literally fuck you up, to be honest. But you gotta have one day you're gonna have to take down your fucking journal. Yo, this is the motherfucking last trading account that I've been blowing. I didn't blow an account for the past 3 fucking months, which is fucking crazy. Crazy. June, July, and August is almost over. 3 months I haven't blown an account. Like, just I don't know. I don't know what to say. This feels different. This feels different. I literally thought that I blew this account in right here, just by freaking following my rules. I don't even know. One day, eventually, if you are struggling, if you never gave up, eventually one day you're definitely gonna fuck this. I'm gonna follow all of my rules and I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna lock the fuck into it. And you were doing just follow your rules. Just literally it's that easy. I mean like just wait for that one single trade. Even if it's a loss, just take that loss and just walk away. You don't even need to go for the second trade. Even if it's a break-even trade, you don't even have to go for the second trade. Just take one single 8% for a day and then walk away from the shop, walk away from the charts. Literally, I didn't see the entire. I mean, after I closed out my trade, I closed my laptop. My I didn't even open my phone to check on the charts. It is that simple. Just forget about it. Just put on the minimum effort. But you're gonna have to back this. You're gonna have to back this. You're gonna have to like learn, like you're gonna have to have the record. I mean, like, how to say this? You're gonna have to have this muscle memory of finding out the pattern properly and being on the right side rather than actually trading a strategy. Like you're gonna have to have this mind where you can actually think in a way where's the market is about to move. Like you're gonna have to have that mindset and then like keep moving forward. So there's nothing else that you can do. You just have to give up everything and then lock in, and then you're gonna have to like give up all of your bad habits, like literally zero things. You're gonna have to do it, bro. Like in order for you to survive in the game, in this game, this a big fish game. So you gotta think like a big fish. So you cannot keep swimming with small fishes. Like, what the fuck am I saying? My bad. Never mind. Never, ever. I never said that. I never meant that. So you're gonna have to think like the real traders. You're gonna have to think like the big traders, the flow traders, or whatever. Like, you don't even really need to do that. But you just have to have edge. If you're strong on your edge, you can do anything, and you just need to follow the rules. Risk management, but risk management, and you gotta have to follow your rules. That's it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that you gotta do. I never said that. I really didn't mean that. Small fish, big fish. What the fuck is that? I mean, honestly, yeah. So that's about the trade recap. And as always, you're gonna have to believe in yourself. Believe. Close your eyes and believe that you're gonna make it. And you will make it. So that's about it. Believe in yourself, believe in God. Anything is possible in this world. All you gotta do is just put in the minimum efforts and let's go get it. So, yeah. Adios.